Hey everybody, this is Kenny Cummins here of Chilling with Kenny C right here on tmvcafe.com, bringing you entertainment to your ears. Joining me at this time as we are just days away from the 10th annual Lexington Music Awards. This individual is nominated, well, this individual and his incredible band are nominated for a grand total of 6 nominations,
Yeah.
including keyboard, guitar, brass wind, variety cover band, pop category, and song of the year for the song Hey Dad. The latest single is called Trainwreck, and that is available on all streaming platforms right now. I'm joined with Mr. Andrew Moore. How's it going, man?
Good, man. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
Great to chat with you as well. And congrats to you and your band on
Thank you.
the multiple award nominations. The Lexington Music Awards is coming up this Sunday at the Lyric Theater, starting at 6 p.m. It's a milestone night for the award show in general and celebrating local music. So with that being said, man, how you feeling in the days leading up to this award show this Sunday?
Feeling good. I got to say congrats to you too, because you're in the nominations for this award show, I believe, right?
Is there a radio
That's
DJ of the
awesome.
year?
Yeah, that's awesome. But no, I'm feeling good. Everybody's excited. They're getting ready and geared up. Um, we're ready to go over there and smile, meet a bunch of other artists and like-minded people, and have a brewski with the bros here and there, and have a good time, man. It's going to be a nice Sunday night out, and we're excited for the 10th annual Lexies. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited for this award show. On David McLean, he's worked so hard putting
Yeah.
together this award show, and for this event to have its 10th year, um, that's 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 an incredible milestone.
Yeah.
Like you put your heart and soul into something and you keep going, that's a testament of him and everyone involved, the sponsors and everyone that's made this award show still active to this day. So it's incredible uh for him and to the lyric theater, which have a very storied history
Hmm.
to be a part of this award show. So I'm excited to see some familiar faces and meet some new ones like yourself. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm definitely excited. So, I want to go through some of the nominations that
Hmm.
you and your band is up for. Song of the Year for
Hmm.
Hey
Yeah.
Dad, which I featured on my music playlist last Friday.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And I've heard the song several times since the nominations were announced. I'm like, ooh, this is a good one right here.
Yeah. Thank you.
So and so talk about that song and how did it feel to see that song be included in the nominees for Song of the Year?
It's extremely special to me. Uh, I've I wrote all the music that we're putting down in the studio right now. We've got 16 different songs that are going to come out this year as a full album. Um, right now, those two are out. Hey Dad and Trainwreck. Hey Dad was the debut single, and that one's really special to me. One of the songs of the 16 is actually called Spaceman, and it's really neat too. But it's about my oldest son. I've got three sons. Hey Dad is about my middle son, and that came about because um, we were sitting there listening to my oldest son's song, and and I'm at the piano. My middle son comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, Dad, will you write a song for me?" And I was like, "Oh man, yeah, we'll do that." And he sat down at the piano with me. We sat down and just started putting it together. Literally, probably wrote that entire song in 15, 20 minutes with him sitting right there beside me at a piano. And I got my phone out and recorded him asking. I said, "Say that again." He said, "Hey, Dad, write a song for me." I recorded that on my phone, and that's how we start that song out. Um, but what's really cool, it's awesome that that song is nominated for Song of the Year. It's really special to me for that reason. And the really cool thing is, 50 or 60 years from now, when I'm probably croaked, he's going to have that song, and I think that's what's really cool about that. And for it to be nominated for Song of the Year, that means a lot.
Definitely a heartfelt song between a father and his son. Um, and when I heard the song for the first time, I'm like, man, that's a deep song right there.
Yeah.
Just a
It's
just
just a real story. I mean, it talks Waffle House and trampoline. So if I
yeah.
let him play hooky from school one day, that's our go-to. We're going to Waffle House, and then we're going to the trampoline park, and so it's a real true song. It's cool.
True story indeed. So now your band is called Andrew Moore and Hooch.
Mhm.
So I want to know on the Hooch side. I'm very curious about Hooch in particular. Talk about that. Who came up with the name? Is there a background story behind Hooch? How
Sure.
did that came
Yeah.
to be?
I played I used to be involved and manage a speakeasy in upstate New York. And we were in need of we wanted live music for sure, because we're a musical family, me and my father, and my whole family is. Everybody loves music. um I threw together a bunch of buddies. It was the same kind of setup: saxophone, guitar, drums, bass. It was a little bit different. We had some differences than from then to now, but same concept. So we had that speakeasy, and one of the drinks, and the main drink of that speakeasy, was moonshine. We had a little fake moonshine still that would puff smoke out of it, and it would trickle out out the spout. And we had our specialty drinks, and it's called Hooch. And I was like, we need a name for this band, so we called it Hooch. So whenever I ended up leaving there, I moved back home to Kentucky, and that was in 2017 or something like that. And I was searching and searching and searching, and I was scratching my head because it sucked because I wasn't playing music, and I really wanted to be playing music. And I came across our bass player Logan, and one thing after another, met the other guys, everything put together, and we're like, "What are we gonna call ourselves?" Well, Andrew Moore and Hooch. And we'll just bring that Hooch name back from the speakeasy, and we'll just hang on to it. And it was actually, it allowed us to kind of, the people back up north, which I've got a lot of friends from up there, made a lot of great friends up there. They could recognize the Hooch name, and that kind of tugged them along with it a little bit, some of them. So we've still got some listeners and some followers for the band from up there. And we got asked to go back. We've been to New York and Pennsylvania the past few years to play gigs that people are requesting for us up there. So the Hooch thing, just it's a part of my life now for quite a while, and that's the band name, Andrew Moore and Hooch.
I'm one of the things I'm looking forward to for this Sunday is when the presenters announce the name of the nominees, and then the presenter will go on and say Andrew Moore and Hooch. I just want to hear the enthusiasm from the presenter when they
On
say
the Hooch.
Hooch.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so,
You can put some umph behind that.
oh yeah,
Hooch.
just say it with feeling. Hooch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so Hey Dad, nominated for Song of the Year, that's available on the streaming platforms. Trainwreck
Mhm.
is the latest single. You mentioned full length album is on the way.
Yep.
So let's talk Trainwreck. Talk about how that song came to be.
Trainwreck was written during the COVID-19 era of things, whenever that was so rough on everybody, and everybody was kind of stuck in their houses and whatnot. Um, you'll hear you'll hear talk about tigers and viruses. Well, the viruses, of course, is COVID-19. Tigers, if you guys remember, if everybody remembers, that was remember Netflix came out with Tiger King and everybody was gung ho over Tiger King. So that's why Tigers
Oh,
and Viruses is there. Um, but it talks about, that time really slowed everybody down. I remember driving around during that time and I was looking out the window and I was looking at people's yards. You've got you got fathers and sons playing baseball and playing catch for the first time. I've seen that in 10, 15 years. And I'm like, this has kind of slowed us down and start to appreciate the small things like that again nowadays. And I just thought that was really neat. And that's kind of what the song is about and where that hit. Um, we're going to have two more singles come out before the full 16 song album. I believe the next one's going to be called Tyrant. And it's a very sensitive, sad, and I think it'll hit home with a lot of people. And then another one called Freedom after that. After that, then we'll release the full 16.
all right. So Trainwreck is the latest single for Andrew
Mm-hmm.
Moore and Hooch.
Whoosh.
And that's available on all the streaming platforms. So Hey Dad and Trainwreck, that's available on the streaming platforms. And full length album is coming at
Yep.
some point this year. So just stay tuned for that. Man, so as far as what's next on the horizon, now the album is coming. You got any upcoming shows, upcoming performances?
Oh yeah,
That's
of course.
so where can people find you next?
We're I want to I can kind of say that our home base is at Jeff Ruby's steakhouse in Lexington. That's where you find us most of the time. I play by myself on Wednesdays there, just about every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And then our band plays at Jeff Ruby's in Lexington 2 Saturdays a month. And then we play at Jeff Ruby's in Cincinnati, Ohio, one Saturday a month. And then that leaves us one Saturday to book random gigs here and there and stuff like that. And those we kind of bounce all over with those as everybody has the want to. We don't want to overload ourselves. We all do this and we love doing it, and we don't want that to ever burn out. You don't want to lose your joy for what you're doing.
That's understandable. Um,
Hmm.
Cincinnati, that's my old stomping grounds right there.
Yeah,
I love.
nice.
Um, Family used to live there. And my family moved around a bit: Georgia, Ohio, Kentucky, Georgia. And I've literally followed them everywhere
You a
until.
Houday you a Houday guy?
Um, I'm a who part, but I'm more of a dat than day.
Yeah,
I'm more of a dat than a day. I like Joe Burrow because
yeah,
he's a former Buckeye.
yeah,
Of course, he was a Buckeye, then he was a Tiger. Um, and of course, they won a national championship. So,
yeah.
once a Buckeye, always a Buckeye. So,
He's a
Joe's.
monster, man.
So, I believe he's gonna come back with a vengeance next year.
Cross my
somebody,
fingers.
somebody has to stop Mahomes in this dynasty right now because the fact that they were able to pull this off and win the Super Bowl with everything that's happened, the struggles, the the Taylor Swift thing, and they
Yeah,
still won the Super Bowl with all some. Well, I guess with Tom Brady gone, somebody's got to take the hate. So
yeah.
that's at number 15 now.
Hmm.
But I when my Saints ain't doing so good, I will cheer for the Bengals. Um,
All right.
so yeah,
I'm a Bengals fan. I like them.
yeah. So Burrow, Chase, they just franchise tag Higgins,
Hmm.
so that could open the door for maybe a long term deal for Chase. The salary cap is tough, but these general managers they always find a way
Oh yeah,
to they always find loopholes. Like people be like hectic, like nervous. Oh no, the salary cap. Are we gonna keep everybody? They find a way. They always do. Restructure
yeah,
contracts. It's restructure season. That's what that
yeah.
is. Restructure season.
Yes, sir.
So I'm sorry we got off track, but
No, no, good
but
conversation. I like talking about it. That's good.
yeah. So Andrew Moore and Hooch nominated for 6 total categories. Um, Check them out. They're gonna be at Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse
Mhm.
very often. They're gonna be at Cincinnati for you Cincinnati's Covington surrounding
Mhm.
area, Northern Kentucky crowd. Go check them out there. Check out the award nominated song Hey Dad and the latest single Trainwreck that is available on all streaming platforms. And be on the lookout for the full length album. It's coming. I've
Okay.
already heard the 2 songs. I'll definitely will be playing Trainwreck in the foreseeable future. So I'm very, very excited, man. So and I also see that you know in the post that you made when the nominees were announced, Matthew Flores
Oh yeah. Yeah.
nominated for sound technician, and Sneak Attack is
Yep.
nominated for best studio.
Mhm.
Shout out to Sneak Attack. That's one of the premier studios in Lexington.
Yeah.
Like if you want to record music, that's where you go. A lot of my a lot of our mutual friends have been in that studio and put out
Place is
music.
it's awesome. Yeah.
So what talk about Sneak Attack in particular, like you go to a studio, you try to find out the history, find out the sound, the quality of sound. So what's it like seeing a studio like Sneak Attack being nominated?
I think that it's well deserved. It's well earned. Jason Groves is the man there, and he's just a monster on at what he does. He's an excellent producer, and he's actually just recently updated a lot of the equipment as well in that studio. We've still got some more dates at that studio to finish up our album. I love being in there. He's a gracious host. He's got a sharp mind and a sharp ear. He knows what he's doing. I can't say enough good things about that place and him. So, and Matt Flores, he's our live sound technician. Every time we're at Jeff Ruby's Lexington, he's become a great friend. Nicest guy you'll ever meet, man. Can't say enough good things about him. He's got a great ear, knows what to turn down and what to turn up and when to do it and when to add the reverb and when not to add it. And he's on top of it too. So both Sneak Attack Groves and Matt Flores as a live sound technician, they're not a bad word could be said about him, not in my opinion.
Jason Groves in particular, he's definitely a premier
Yeah.
at his craft
Hmm.
and his studio. As for Matthew Flores, he's top tier
Hmm.
with the sound technician. And I've seen Matt, and I've seen him at the award shows too. The suit game Matt be wearing. Oh my goodness, he's on point. The suit game. If you ever see Matt Flores with the suit, especially at the award show, like he show up and show out
Well, see
with the
now,
suit.
Kenny, you've turned this into a competition now. Now, me and you're gonna have to show him up.
I'm just saying, like now, you know, I gotta start looking at my closet for suits. Um, but you know, that's check out the Lexington Music Awards this Sunday at the Lyric Theater, starting at 6 p.m. It's gonna be a fun night. It's a milestone night for the award show. This is the 10th event, and just over 20 plus categories. And some local celebrities gonna be there. There's gonna be some local talent. There's gonna be some live music as well. And just check it out, man. It's a fun night for the local music scene. And you know, shout out to all the first time nominees, including Andrew Moore and Hooch. Check out the website. I just found the website, andrewmorehooch.com. Go
Yep.
check that out. And please support Andrew Moore and Hooch as they gear up for this full length album release. Until then, keep the numbers going, keep the streams up for Hey Dad. and Trainwreck. So again, congratulations to you and your band, and I look forward to meeting you at the award show this
Yeah,
Sunday.
man. Yeah.
So thank you for your time, Andrew, and I'll see you this Sunday.
Kenny, thanks, man. Thanks so much for having me on, and thanks for everything you're doing and support of all the musicians and artists. And congratulations on your nomination.
Appreciate you, man. You have a good night.
Thanks, man. You too.
All right.